And welcome. Let's just see if this is all working. All right, let me know if you can hear me and see me okay, and we'll get started soon. All righty, let's have a look. Okay, happy Monday, guys. Fingers crossed we're all up and running. Let's have a look. Give us a comment if you can hear me and see me okay. Here we go, now they're coming through. Hi Sharon from the US. Angel Sophia, what a beautiful name. Penelope, hello. Welcome, guys. Just so you're aware, there's only a few of you on here now, but more are jumping on by the second. I am streaming to a few different locations. So if you can't see who I'm talking to in the comments, don't worry about it. I'm not quite that crazy yet. I am obviously reading a comment from a different stream. However, everyone's comments compiles in front of me, so I can see all of your comments here. And I will tag the question as I'm reading it as well. So welcome, happy Monday, wherever you are watching from in the world. I am Hayley, Higher Path Healing, and I am located in Perth, Western Australia. So welcome, let me know where you're watching from, if this is your first time or if you're a regular. Let me know. For those of you that don't know me, I'm an intuitive tarot reader and a multi-skilled energy worker as well. So I do that intuitively, but I have studied a whole heap of different energy healing modalities, so I can draw on the wisdom of the structure of those modalities and then put it together in an intuitive way what people need to heal. So the way I read the tarot is a little bit like an energy healing and clearing in itself as well. You can reach me at higherpathhealing.com.au if you would like to work privately with me. And if you are reaching out for a reading tonight, please do reciprocate some of the energy by liking, subscribing, following my socials, which would all be linked in the video description as well. And I also, in addition to doing full tarot readings and energy healings, I also do emergency readings, which are available to you within 24 hours of your booking and payment. So super fast readings if you would like guidance right now and don't want to have to wait for a full reading, because sometimes it can take a while to get in. So that's always an option as well. If you would like a mini reading, which is a recorded audio just for you, delivered straight to your email within 1 day. So that's another really good option too, especially if I don't get around to your reading tonight. As these are only mini readings, I only have the time to draw a couple of cards per person. So if you would like something more in-depth or thorough or a bit more private as well even, then please do reach out for that as well. So I hope that all makes sense, guys. And if you've got any questions about all of that, please let me know. Shuffling away here, I'm just going to sage my cards. Make sure the energy is nice and clean and clear around all of our intentions tonight. And if you do have a question, maybe just doing some deep breaths as we're all sharing this beautiful collective energy together. If I do a reading for somebody and the message seems to fit what you're going through, it is also for you, because that's how these collective energies work as we're all tuned into these readings together. A lot of the messages might be for me as well, you know, we're all connected energetically, and just the fact that you're watching indicates that there's a high chance that there's something in this for you tonight as well. And please, if you do have something super, super serious, profound or medical pregnancy issues going on, it's really not the best environment to ask in a group situation where I only have a couple of minutes to dive into your energy, because it's really not honouring how much attention something like that would deserve. So if you do have any really heavy light stuff, it's probably best saved for a one-on-one reading, or a reading which isn't just flip over a couple of cards and off we go. Okay, so, right, I do scroll up and down the feed too, guys, so please don't spam me a million times the same question, because that will not increase your chances. I pretty much go to wherever I'm drawn, but I do move up and down the feed as I go. Okay, so hopefully that's all the housekeeping. If anyone's trolling you, telling them to message you for a private reading, Just shout out that there's a troll on there and let me know their name and I will block them. Occasionally we do get them on these shows, which is super annoying, but I'll just give them the boot straight away. Okay, let's dive straight in, shall we? Okay, Tracy, I'm drawn to you first, my love. Tracy said, I would love a mini reading, so much going on personally with family. Okay, so let's just draw a couple of cards around this for you, Tracy, and we'll see what messages we've got for you around your family. I hope everyone's had a beautiful Monday. I hope you've all had a good day wherever you are. And feel free to chat and interact, get to know each other in the chat as well, guys. It's always beautiful to see some support for everyone else. And let's have a look for you, Tracy. Okay, my cards are going to shuffle in together. Okay, let's have a look. Tune into this energy around family for Tracy. Okay, so I see a bit of, has there been arguments or a bit of tension, a bit of impatience, this feels like a little bit as well. 5 of Wands has come up as your first card around this, Tracy, and this can be people kind of talking over each other, clashing opinions. It's kind of when that ego gets quite reactive and everyone's just shouting what they think rather than really listening with an open heart and speaking with an open heart and being receptive to everyone else. So it feels like there's a bit of this chaotic energy around, and it can be quite frustrating as well when someone just isn't open to hearing what we have to say. But on the flip side of that, maybe, it just feels like a communication breakdown and everyone's kind of, going at it with this kind of clashing reactive energy. The next card we've got come up is the 8 of Cups. So this is kind of that feeling of emotional detachment or emotional discord around this as well. So you can literally see her leaving that cup behind and walking away from it, but she's actually walking towards the light. This is that the indication where, sometimes if we're in the midst of this, it's better to walk away. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can't always just stay in this energy if it's not constructive and it's doing us more harm than good. And that's the kind of energy that I'm getting out of this. So if you do really need to put something down and walk away from it, just for your emotional well-being, you can totally do that. I know it's hard with family, but, distance works wonders sometimes if there can be that little bit of separation to bring in healing and just that whole time thing as well. The energy and people can just calm down a few notches, and then we can try it with that open communication from the heart again. So I'm not sure exactly what your circumstances are around this, Tracy, and I felt inclined to flip the deck over as well, and you've got the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so to me this feels like it can be a little bit of that immature energy of that clashing and, like fighting teenager type energy. And the King is on the bottom. And you can see that strength and that line in the background. So this is really encouraging you to keep that cool, calm, collected. You can still have that fire in your belly. And this is encouraging you to have those beautiful, firm boundaries, but do not engage in this if it's not serving anyone, okay? It's time to leave that behind and walk away and stand in your truth and your power around this. So really beautiful message, Tracy. I hope that makes sense. Oh, hey, Jason, good to see your face on here again. Jason had Chinese. How beautiful. Okay, Tracy said, oh my God, yes. Okay, so something hit the nail on the head there. All the best with that, my love. Family stuff is always a challenge if we're going through it with them. Biggest teachers, right? Our biggest teachers are our family, 100%. All right. Give these bad boys a shuffle and let's have a look. Have a look. Okay. Tracy said, absolutely 100% spot on, thank you. I needed to hear that. You're so welcome, and I'm glad the cards spoke to you through me, through whatever I've got going on tonight. Okay. Let's have a look. Jason shared with love. Thank you, Jason. Big love to you. All right. Okay, so... also, guys, if you know your sun, moon, or rising, or your zodiac sign, star sign, whatever you call it, please drop that in as well, because I do tap into the astrological references of the tarot, because sometimes we get further meanings about who the energy is about, or just in general a bit more information through the messages. Okay, let's have a look. So general card for, I can't even read that properly from here, Lainey. Is that Lainey Asher? So I hope you're still watching, Lainey. Just a general card for you, my dear. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, so you might have been feeling like you've been put through the paces a little bit. We've got the 9 of Wands here, which indicates a bit of a tough time, a bit of a bumpy journey, feeling like you've kind of been through some shit, but you're coming out the other side now. So it's like the battle has been fought, but you still are quite guarded. She's kind of built that fence out of her wands in front of her as a defense mechanism. So often this card shows up when we do feel quite wounded and we might have a bit of a blockage in our heart, just as, you know, I was about to say as a trauma response, but that might be a little bit heavy. You know, it might not be something so severe as a trauma, but it's that kind of energy where something's happened. So we need to feel like we need to guard ourselves as well. But you can see the top of her wand is lit up with hope, inspiration, passion. You know, she's come out of this very strong. So she will continue to move through this energy, which is really beautiful. And you've got the 3 of Pentacles next, which is a much more subdued, chilled out card compared to that 9 of Wands. So the 3 of Pentacles can indicate a learning, a study, or a change in career where you need to kind of build on your skills, or you might be seeking a mentor. This card can show up when there's some counselling or something like that. But if there is someone around you that you need to bounce ideas off, or you've been thinking to reach out for someone to help or go into study, that kind of thing, this is a really beautiful energy for that. So it's like you've kind of been through the ringer a little bit and you're coming out the other side, and this is a beautiful card for learning. So it's like you're integrating and learning the lessons, and you're literally weaving the energy. You can see they're doing macrame, just like what I've got behind me here. So it is all about kind of integrating and weaving and using that energy that you've learnt through these battles, and that's going to elevate you higher, and there's something really beautiful on the other side of this. So I hope that makes some sense for you there, Lainey. And all the best navigating through that. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe my socials, guys, especially if you're reaching out for a reading with myself. And that's a beautiful, easy and free way to reciprocate some of the energy here tonight. Because I don't know if you're aware, I actually have to pay for this time slot. So I do this out of the love in my heart. So any reciprocated energy is amazing. And always, as usual, reach out if you would like a private reading to work one-on-one with me. Okay, we've got a jumper, 4 of Swords. Not sure who this one's for. That rest and relaxation. If you're watching this and thinking, my God, I should just go to bed and go to sleep, do that. Switch this bad boy off. You can watch it tomorrow as a replay if you're that keen. Okay, rest, rejuvenation is huge. All right, have a bit of a scroll. Let's work our way up the feed. Okay, Alyssa would like a reading. Cancer, so general one. Just remember, guys, I'm more than happy to do general readings, but a general question, it gives a general answer. If you would like something specific, please let me know. It's hard for me to read a big novel, but, you know, just about relationship or work, or, you know, keep it brief, 1 or 2 sentences, and you will get a specific answer. But general's nice too, right? We'll have a good general reading for Alyssa. Cancer. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, oh, I love this. First card for you, Alyssa, is the 2 of Pentacles, which is all about balance. It's all about that yin and the yang, and often this comes up when we're really heavy on, my ears just started to ring really strongly. Not sure what that's about, if that's a message for you or just randomly from spirit. Anyway, the 2 of Pentacles comes through often when we're throwing ourselves into work so heavily that we're missing out on personal stuff, or we're really concentrating on our personal and our work slacking, that kind of thing. So this is really calling for that balance, and also for reciprocated energy. If you're investing a lot of time, energy, love, money into something and you're getting 0 reward back, that's another imbalance. So this is about kind of just keeping tabs, just be, you know, have that self-awareness and observing the energy that you're putting out there and what's going on around you, and see if you need to tweak it just to bring yourself into a bit of alignment. I know perfect balance is impossible. We're always a little bit like this, but it's when we're like, you know, doing these ones or hanging down here, and we're not kind of hovering around that beautiful equilibrium homeostasis line, that's when we can kind of, the balls that we're juggling get a little bit too far lopsided. But the next card is the Six of Wands, and this is a card of celebration. It's a card, you can see how she's kind of just putting herself out there. No apologies about who she is, what she's doing, super confident. It's a card of celebration and celebrating who you are and how far you've come. So really beautiful energy. If you have been feeling a little bit wonky or lopsided with your energy, this is a really good sign that things, can and will improve, and you are literally the star of your show. The world is all your stage. I always think of that when I see this card. So the world is your stage. Highly successful card there for you, Alyssa. So I love that. Very beautiful. Okay. So I've got someone from my YouTube, Known New Learn New, is asking for a card for COVID-19, and I really don't want to go there. Really don't want to go there because I'll probably get booted off this live if I dive deeply into that. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to pull a card around that. I do have my inklings and my suspicions, but it's not something that I really going to put out there on a reading, and every location's so different and the way it's going to play out is quite different as well. I would just encourage everyone to really use discernment, switch off any fear machines you might have going on in your house and putting false information into your brains, and use discernment, do what's best for you, stand in your power as always, as everything in this life, not just that stuff that's going on around us at the moment. Okay, so on that note, let's have a look. It's just drawn to your beautiful energy there, Kelly. Okay, so hello, I would love a guided message around job opportunities, please, if you feel drawn to me. Yes, I do, Kelly. Welcome. All right, let's have a look. See what's on the cards for Kelly tonight. Okay. Around job opportunities. I feel a little bit of nervousness. Have you been going on interviews, Kelly, or are you just putting your feelers out? I feel quite nervous, like interview nervous. Interview nerves in my solar plexus. Okay. Interesting cards for career. This is a big deal. You've got two major arcanas here. The first one is the Hanged Man. So to me, it feels like there might have been a little disappointment, or it feels like things are quite stuck and not moving anywhere. I'm not sure if you're thinking about a change in career. The Hanged Man always shows up when we often, it's calling us to have a shift in perspective. Literally like if you stand on your head, everything looks weird, everything looks different. This is the energy of Hanged Man. So a lot of people freak out when they see him thinking, he's stuck, someone's done this to him. It's not like that at all. The Hanged Man can free himself at any time, but he's literally just hanging out upside down, observing the different view. Okay, so I'm not sure if you've had a bit of a reality check around your career, or trying to see things from a different perspective to open up your awareness to what's out there or what's possible a little bit more. The next card you've got is the Empress. So I feel like there's a few different ways you can go here. The Empress is a beautiful manifestor. Look, she's literally manifesting life in her womb in this card. And you can see there's the moon up above her head. So it's like being connected to those earth cycles and the moon cycles, and really drawing on that in that divine feminine way, which you can use to create your outcome. Really beautiful card. So I feel like there has had to have been a bit of a shift around your perception around career, but you're in a really beautiful opportunity now to create something new. These cards aren't super, super fast moving cards, but I flipped over the deck and you've got the Knight of Wands. So this is really about listening to that intuition and following your passions as well. These guys aren't in a huge hurry to manifest. It's like that birthing process about growing something and then eventually birthing it into reality and seeing things from that different perspective. So these guys are that little bit slower moving, but this Knight is really beautiful to kind of keep that fire simmering and burning there so it can launch forward and actually bring something into physical reality. So nothing super specific that I'm seeing. I feel like this does, once you kind of can really tap into this, I want to say the energy of being a creatrix. And if you are actively doing some manifesting, really beautiful time to keep contributing to that energy, and that's really going to help move things along. Otherwise, I can see it kind of dragging out that little bit longer than it may need to, but I feel like you are on a little bit of a journey. It's all about keeping an eye out for those opportunities which might not have seemed so obvious to begin with. I hope that makes sense for you, Kelly. Okay, let's have a look-see, go for a scroll. Oh, Shanna said, love your deck, just got some but haven't done a reading yet. These are what are they called? The Light Seers deck. One of my favourites. Yeah, the symbology is absolutely beautiful. Okay, someone being nasty on here. I'm seeing a few random comments pop up. Okay. What's going on here? And Jason says the TV does that every day. You're picking up what I'm putting down, Jason. 100%. Okay, Latika. Okay, Latika. Kelly said, thank you. I'm currently looking at new opportunities around expanding my business to incorporate mental health, wellbeing and spiritual work and becoming an NDIS provider. Wow, Kelly, that is massive. I absolutely love that. And that Empress card mixed with that Knight, what was that? The Knight of Wands is beautiful, beautiful. It's literally that nurturing energy of helping people with that Empress combined with that passion. And that's what our purpose is all about. So now that you've said that, 100%, I would encourage you, based on the cards tonight, to dive into that. That is absolutely beautiful, and I wish you all the best with that. And Latika is an Aries, would love a general read about relationship, please. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see what we've got for Latika. All right. Around relationship. Ooh. Ooh. I love this. First card, we've got the Moon. So I feel like you might be a little bit emotionally I want to say emotionally detached or emotionally strained at the moment. Maybe there's a bit of an emotional turbulence between the two of you. If you do have a partner, I'm not sure if you actually have about my relationship. Okay, so it looks like you are in a relationship. So I'm not sure if there is a bit of an emotional imbalance between you at the moment. I'm really drawn to the two wolves in the background. You've got the yin and the yang, the black and the white there. So to me, that's kind of the two of you, and the big emotional moon in the middle is creating a bit of that separation. And when our emotions get the better of us, we can literally feel like we're sinking and drowning in that energy. But don't stress too much. You've got the Ace of Wands next, which is a beautiful, beautiful card of rekindled passion, a new passionate beginning. So this is a really, really beautiful energy. So if you have felt this moon has kind of come between you, I would really try and do what you can to cultivate and nurture connection, or talk it out if you have to, that kind of thing, because there is this beautiful new passionate beginning just kind of sitting around the corner out of reach at the moment. But if our emotions get the better of us, it's really hard to see, and we might kind of we might deprive ourselves of something really beautiful here. And I felt drawn to flip the deck over for you as well. And you've got the Ace of Swords here. So out of three cards, you've got the emotional moon and you've got two beautiful new beginnings. The Ace of Swords is about new ideas, new perspectives. It's that that mental stimulation that comes when something exciting happens and we're thinking about all the possibilities and how it can come in. So you've got the two aces here, which is absolutely beautiful. But I would just keep a little check on those emotions to make sure they're not getting out of hand or maybe leading you astray, because the moon card can show up when there's something we're not seeing. You know, it's that kind of hidden shadow aspect as well. So really grounding those emotions. I feel like there's a lot of grounding that has to happen. You've got water here, you've got fire, and you've got air. So very, very kind of, you know, flowy or flighty things, and there's no earthing energy there to anchor it down. So if you do need to do some grounding around this, I would recommend that, or just meditation, just anything to really get into your body and to be able to integrate and process emotions around this as well. So I hope that makes sense for you, Latika, and all the best navigating through that, my love. Okay. I feel like I'm about to get a stitch from all this talking. Oh, that would be a first. How funny would that be? Right. What have we got next? My hair's doing all sorts of weird things tonight. Not sure if I'm loving that or not. Anywho. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Oh, I love a good creative passion project. So Tika said that does make sense. Thank you. You're very welcome, my love. Okay, so Wendy Milligan, Taurus, I have a creative passion project and would love to know what sort of future it has. Okay, so let's look into this creative passion project. Okay, let's see what we've got for you. Let's have a look. What have we got for Wendy Milligan? Oh my God, amazing, amazing. The first card, you've got the Sun, which it literally is creativity, joy, vitality, abundance bursting out of her. It's one of the most prosperous, joyous, good luck cards of the entire deck. So absolutely amazing. I love that, Wendy. The next card is the Queen of Wands. So this is more creativity. This is more passion. The Queen of Wands is so, so passionate and driven by creative force, and she's really keen to get out there and make her mark in the world in a big way. I flipped over the deck for you and we've got the Temperance on the bottom, and oh my God, under that we've got the Ace of Wands. The cards just kind of keep coming. This is a beautiful, beautiful project that you're working on, and I do feel like it has potential to go somewhere, possibly even to spill over into a business or financial one as well. I'm really drawn to this Queen of Wands kind of putting her hand out, and to me it looks like she's receiving abundance from this creative venture as well. So really, really beautiful. The Temperance card does call on you to tap into your intuition. So I feel like your guides, angels, whoever you're connected to will be guiding you through this creative process as well. And this is just encouraging you to keep that one foot on the ground, which is where you actually create the work, and that kind of one foot in the heavens as well. So you've got that balance between that creative guidance and actually anchoring it into the physical. So it's really important to keep that balance as well in all aspects, obviously not just in the creative process alone, but it's that whole thing. Sometimes when you have a creative business, it's really hard to actually do the taxes, do the paperwork, sort out invoicing, that kind of thing, because we're just in that creative zone. But if we're all in the admin side, then the creative lacks as well. So it's all about that balance, the ebb and flow of balance to make it work. But I love that, Wendy Milligan. Beautiful, beautiful cards, and all the best for your beautiful creative venture. Very exciting. I love super passionate people that are able to just create and bring all these beautiful energies into the world. It's literally like channeling divine universal energy and just bringing it into earth. It's amazing. Love that. Okay. Okay. Wendy said, thank you so much. You're very welcome, love. Rebecca, hi, love a message, please. Appreciate Virgo. Love, it says carer. Do you mean career? Rebecca, if you're there, please let me know. So Virgo, love, carer. Do you mean you want a love reading or a career reading, or not fussy? Please let me know if you're watching. Hopefully the message will come through quickly. Okay. All right. See what we've got for Rebecca May O'Sullivan. Okay. Hi, Christine. And hey, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in and watching me tonight. Trying to get through as many readings as we can. Okay. Right, so Rebecca, I'm just going to pull some cards. I'm not sure if we're talking love or career here. Oh, hey, Carmel, how are you? Long time no see. Okay, Rebecca. Okay, so Virgo, love, carer. All right, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which is the card of Virgo, one of the cards of Virgo. Okay, so to me, this is kind of you sitting proud in your own energy. It is a really beautiful card for career. She's kind of the businesswoman that's got her home sorted, as well as her finances, as well as knows what she's doing. Quite intellectual and really good on the career stuff. So to me, this actually feels a little bit more career-like than love-like. The next card we do have is the World, which is the last card of the major arcana. So it's a completion of a cycle, and it's quite a big cycle that's kind of coming to closure. And this is really calling us to integrate everything that we've learned along the way to make beautiful energetic space for a new cycle, which is where we then can up-level our consciousness into something different, into something better, or just more in alignment with who we are due to all the lessons that we've learned along the way. Okay, so if this is about career, it might be time just to have a little reassessment of where you're going, or you might know very well where you're going but feel a little bit of uncertainty, because sometimes with that completion of the cycle comes some uncertainty because there's something big, shiny and new waiting around the corner, but we're not there yet, so we don't really know what to expect or how it's going to play out. So all the best navigating through that one, Rebecca May O'Sullivan, and I hope it makes sense for you, my love. I'm going to move right along, and I'm drawn to you, Faith. Let's have a look for Faith. Scorpio. Studying at the Mo, a card about that, please. Okay, let's have a look for studying Scorpio. All right, let's see what we've got for Faith. Okay. Oh, I really like these cards. I feel like you were drawn to study whatever you're studying because it was quite emotionally driving you. So the first card we've got is the Ten of Cups, which is about emotional completion and emotional fulfillment. It often comes up when we're talking about happy families and that kind of thing. So it's something very close to your heart that you kind of dove into, hoping to really, as a Scorpio, I want to say kind of deepen that connection with yourself and have that emotional connection to be able to possibly help others as well. The next card we've got is the Three of Wands. So this is more of that passion. This is kind of looking out. So you've got that Ten of Cups and that Three of Wands there. So this is kind of looking out for your adventure and to say, where am I going to take this? Where am I going to go? So that kind of feels like where you might be at the moment, kind of looking out to the future saying, oh, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do when the end of this? Because to me, it feels like you might feel a little bit stuck in this studying energy because there's not a whole lot of movement there. It's all about planning, but that's what we do when we study and we learn. We're kind of going through that process of gathering everything we need to then go on out and release ourselves to the world as whatever we're kind of creating ourselves to be. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the King of Pentacles, which is the big businessman. He's amazing at what he does, and he's got all the financial backing, cool, calm, collected daddy figure there. So really beautiful energy for studying. I feel like you are doing something that's quite connected to you emotionally, and I feel like there is that passion there. But if you are feeling a bit of resistance or feeling a little bit, drudgery around it, then I really would just kind of sink into the reasons why you're doing it in the first place and just, bite off one little chunk at a time, one little assignment, one little class, whatever you're doing at a time. And yeah, I feel like that will really serve you well. Okay. Pretty shiny things, Jason said. Not sure what that was in relation to now. My brain's like a sieve. I literally say this stuff and then it's like, gone. That's a bit what channeling does. Faith said, wow, spot on, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. So welcome. Glad it was spot on. Love it. All right, have a bit of a scrolly again. What have we got? Okay, Kaz. A few Sages on here tonight. Kaz is a Sagittarius. Will there be any changes for me in my role at work, please? Let's have a look around your work, Kaz. Okay, changes to the role. What have we got for Kaz tonight? Let's tune in and have a look. I'm feeling a little bit of lower back pain, so I'm not sure if there's been some financial stress around this for you. Okay. So there's definitely a need for balance required. So the Two of Pentacles has come up first. To me, I feel like you may be lacking a sense of recognition around what you have done wherever you are at the moment. To me, it feels like there does need to be a bit more reciprocated energy for the time and effort that you're putting into this, as opposed to what you're actually getting in return. There always has to be that reciprocated energy. And let's face it, a lot of the time when we're working for someone, that is financial, but it's also the day-to-day interactions we have with people, and just, you know, saying thank you, having a pat on the back from your boss once in a while. You know, we kind of do need these little things just to feel like we're contributing and part of the team, or, you know, however your work's set up. The next card, you've got the High Priestess. So I feel like you are highly intuitive, Kaz, and sometimes you might let your overthinking get the better of you a little bit. This is really calling on you to trust your gut around this situation as well, and to really just slow down and pay attention to the little messages that your body might be giving you, and yeah, really pay attention to that. We do have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which might indicate you might do a little bit of learning or restructuring. I feel like something will shift. I'm not sure if it's your entire role that will shift, or there'll just be a few kind of changes within your existing role. I definitely do feel like some change is coming a little bit down the track. I don't see it happening immediately, like today, this week, next week, but I feel like moving forward over the next few months, I feel like there might be some changes. I feel like there might be changes coming from a little bit higher, which might in turn kind of, you know, have their knock-on effect moving down the line and affect you differently. But beautiful energy. So balance, intuition, and definitely that time for trusting your gut and going within whenever you can. Even just connecting to your breath and bringing awareness into your body if you do feel stressed at work is really going to help you ground and integrate that energy. And then you've got that Page of Wands, which is that beautiful new opportunity for learning something, which is where I feel like there might be a little bit of a change coming in, but you definitely are on the journey, and this intuition is a big one. So how can this teach you to further drop into your intuition? That's the question I would be asking myself every time something comes up day to day, or you know, if you feel that tension, just say, how can this encourage me to drop further into my intuition, and how can it teach me to do that? Okay, right, I need a drink. Far out, man. Oh, right. I'll wet that whistle and keep going. Who have we got? Julia said, shiny, happy people. Love a bit of REM. Okay. Okay, so Andrea Sheridan, Capricorn, anything on work or relationships? Okay, so I'll throw the cards down and see what kind of energy they're putting out, whether it be around work or relationships. And we had two jump out, so I'm going to honour those. Okay. Let's just do one more to bring that together. Okay, really interesting. I'm not sure what's happening, even if this is to do with work or relationships, because it could so easily be both. So I'm just going to talk about the energy, and then if you can tie it to one of those different categories, then amazing, because this could honestly be two completely different readings, whether it's about work or relationship. So the two cards that fell out was the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So the King of Pentacles could be a person around you, or a personality type within yourself. He's a boss. He's a father figure. He's very good with finances. He's firm but fair. You know, he's like that dad that doesn't take any shit, but at the same time, he's still that loving, nurturing energy. And this is coupled with the 10 of Swords. Okay, so this can be a bit of a painful ending. And the third card that I drew to tie it all together was the Queen of Swords. And so you've kind of got both of these crew. I put them down like this. So you've got the king and the queen there, which is why I thought, oh, maybe it is about a relationship, but these could be people in your workplaces as well. The King of Pentacles could represent your standing in the workplace or a boss, or the Queen of Swords could represent you and your energy, kind of standing firm. The Queen of Swords is really good with her intellect and using it fairly. She's very good at learning and communicating. She's a master communicator. So you've literally got these two energies kind of standing together, and they're looking directly towards this 10 of Swords, which can represent a painful ending. So it might feel like that something within your relationship or your work has to shift. It might feel like things have run their course in some regards. It doesn't necessarily mean this is the be all and end all with either work or relationship, but often it's the ending of the way that something has been. And then with the new cycle, it brings a new opportunity to elevate whatever that was if we want to stay in it. So if something wasn't working at our job, if we then communicate that, or you know, we might shift jobs if it's just not in alignment with us, that creates a beautiful new opportunity. If this is in a relationship and there's a painful ending, there is always that chance at a new cycle if we want to stay in that, to elevate that as well and to do the healing work and to really transcend. This card comes in before we need to transcend something. It's wrapping up the energies to make way for that new thing so we can elevate and lift up as well. So I hope that makes sense, Andrea, and I hope it kind of ties it together for one of those areas for you, because it really was kind of crossing over into both the energies there, but it is tricky when we're only drawing a few cards like we are doing tonight. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm just reading what Kaz wrote about the other reading. Always on the chair, working a lot, maybe because I've been there so long I'm part of the furniture. I read outside of my 9 to 5. I love the High Priestess card. My fave story makes so much sense. Thank you so much. Oh, big love, Kaz. You're so welcome, my dear. Okay, Bonbon, you're up, my love. I hope you're still with me. Let's have a look for you. And if I'm not having the time to get to you, I will do a card pull at the end, which will be collective. So you can always tune in and kind of tap into that energy, and the message might be just for you. Okay, and I did mention at the start, if I do a reading for someone else and the message seems to resonate and fit what you're going through in any area, then just take that on board as well. That's the way these collective readings work, because we are quantum beings and we are all connected through energy at all times. Okay, let's have a look for Bonbon. Sagittarius general reading. Oh, I love this, super fun energy. The first one, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is a really beautiful card for, it's abundance. It's just abundance thriving all around her. You can see all the beautiful flowers. There's a bird up there. She's loving life. You know, this is really someone that's tuned into their ability to manifest abundance in their life, and they're really just enjoying the fruits of their labor. It is a highly fertile card because of all that abundance and growth there. So if you are trying for a baby, it is a really beautiful time for that, if that's what you're looking for. If you're not looking for that, maybe keep that in mind as well and make sure that you're doing things to prevent that happening if you don't want it to happen. On that flip side, I am seeing a lot of circles in these cards, so I am very, very drawn to fertility here, Bonbon. So definitely keep that in mind. The next card, we've got the 4 of Wands, and I'm really drawn to that circle, which is reminding me of a little bit of an egg, to be honest. But the 4 of Wands is a card of homecoming. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of really, once again, enjoying things. So you've got two really abundant, fun, happy kind of cards that tap into celebrating things. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which once again looks like an egg to me. I'm sorry, but this is all about a new, beautiful opportunity. It could be a financial opportunity, work, home opportunity, that kind of thing. The Pentacles is all about that physical stuff, homework, family, finances. So really, really beautiful cards here around a new beginning. And oh my God, underneath that Ace of Pentacles is a Ten of Pentacles. So this is a happy family. What's going on with all this family stuff around you, Bonbon? And more big circles as well. Interesting. Interesting to see if something's going on there for you, Bonbon. I love that though. Doesn't matter what it is. That's beautiful, beautiful energy. And I love that. I would be stoked if I got those cards. Amazing. Certainly not trying for fertility stuff here. I give you the tip. But amazing energy nonetheless. Love it. All right. Let's do another big shuffle. Dropping cards. Oh, left, right, and centre. What's that? Three Pentacles. Again. They're all coming out to play. All right. Okay, I felt my heart sank as I started to read this one, Jade. Okay, so Capricorn would love guidance on my son who hasn't spoke to me in 5 years. Will he come back to me? Okay, so I'm not sure if I can get a full-on definite answer for you just in a mini reading, Jade, but I'm going to ask about what messages we need to hear around this, and hopefully it will give us some decent guidance around this, okay? So we'll tune into what does Jade need to know around this situation? Do you have any guidance for us? Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look, Jade. Oh my God. Okay, so the first card, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. To me, this represents you. It's a real mother energy, kind of sitting quite proud, looking out. And this is further kind of confirmed by this Two of Wands where she's looking out the window. So to me, this represents you kind of sitting, waiting, wishing, looking out, looking for him, hoping he'll come back. I feel like your heart still has some healing to do. I mean, obviously this is such a tough one. When it involves children, of course, it's, it goes without saying. But to me, there still feels like there's a lot of hurt that needs to be integrated around this. I don't see this happening in the immediate future for you, Jade. I did flip over the deck and we got the Eight of Wands, which is a card of fast-moving communication. So in the future, I do see you reconnecting with your son. I don't feel like it's going to happen right now, though, but I feel like you're going to do yourself more harm than good if you're going to be sitting there waiting, staring out, and focusing on the fact that he's not in your life right now. Because the more that you focus on the fact he's not in your life right now, you're going to keep manifesting that same energy of him not being in your life. So I feel like to connect with him, one of the first steps would be to fully step into that acceptance of the way things are right now and to really release any guilt that you might be carrying around this. And I feel so much heaviness in my heart talking about this. So I really do empathise and continue to do whatever healing work you can around your heart space and healing that heart energy there, my love. All the best with that, Jade. That's a huge one, isn't it? Massive. 5 years is a freaking long time. So long. Okay. All right, have another little scroll. Okay. Oh, I have to give one for you, Tan. Okay, so Tan's a Leo birthday season for you. When's your birthday, Tan? Have you had it already or up and coming? Oh, there you are right there. Ace of Wands just fell out. This is you. Love that. Okay. Let's just give these a shuffle. So Tan is asking for a message on spiritual gifts or guides around. Okay. Let's have a look for Tan. Okay, so Tan, the Leo. And happy birthday to all the Leos out there, Leo season. Gotta love the change up in energy from Cancer season, right? Okay. I feel like you're getting in your own way a little bit there, Tan. The first card, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which I just spoke about before. This is a card of huge abundance. It's about growth and, yeah, it's just full of growth and abundance. I really don't know what other keywords I can add to that. That summarises this card so beautifully. And so this is really about reaping the rewards of what you've invested your time into. So this is an amazing card for spiritual growth because there's growth all around it. The next card, super interesting. You've got the Three of Swords here. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Two of Swords. So you've got both the two and the three. And to me, this feels like you're getting in your own way a little bit, or there's some emotional stuff that's not quite integrated that might be interfering with your intuition. And to me, this might be the story that you're telling yourself around the past. I feel like you really do need to send your heart some healing and acceptance and love, and to step into your true intuitive power, fully accept and embrace yourself, who you are, and that includes a story that got you up to where you are today. We can't change the past, but my God, we can learn from it. It's our biggest teacher. Making mistakes or, reflecting on the past is our biggest teacher in this life. So the more that you can really step into that and try and integrate that heart, hurt and energy around this, I feel like the blindfold will literally be removed after that, and you will be open to this joy of the journey and experience and the growth that comes along with that as well. Okay, so this card here does have that blindfold on, which, often people say, how can I connect with my higher self, or that kind of thing. But you are your higher self. You can't not connect with your higher self. You can kind of try and black it out, or you can reject it, and we can get so stuck in our heads we're not really kind of heart-centered around it. So we kind of lose that awareness, but we are our higher self at all times. We're not separate, just like our physical body and our mind are integrated. Our higher self is part of who we are, but it's just a matter of kind of processing the human stuff. And the more we can do that and lean into acceptance, the more that we're not carrying that baggage, so we can be clearer and more authentic in who we are. So I hope that makes sense for you, Tan. I hope you're still with us. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we've got another Leo in the house here. Okay, so is it Janaya? Janaya, Leo, please. May I have some guidance? Yes, you can, because it's your birthday season. Okay. Let's have a look. I feel like I need to do a big sigh. Move that breath. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's for you as well. If you need to really do some breathing or tap into your body, or maybe it's just me because I've been talking a million miles an hour. Okay, Tan said, wow, that's awesome. Really resonates as I've been working on lots of self-doubt and fear. Yeah, so that's what's going to hold you back, literally blindfolding you from what else is out there. Full love and acceptance, Tan. It's easier said than done, but that's literally what it is all about. You're so welcome. Please don't forget to head over, like, subscribe, follow my social pages, which should be linked in the video description too, guys. I do daily energy reads, just really super quick, short and sweet ones, which I love doing. And to stay updated with all my latest as well. Be super, super grateful for that from you guys. And let's have a look for Janaya. General guidance for birthday. Yay! That's what I'm putting out there. Birthday message. Oh, okay. So big time for transformation. You might be thinking about a lot of things. What are you planning? What are you thinking about? What are you learning at the moment? I feel like your mind is highly active and you are in a really solid, beautiful place. The Queen of Swords often comes up to remind us about boundaries or to confirm that we've got these beautiful boundaries in place. And I say boundaries in a good way with the Queen of Swords because she doesn't take shit from no one, but at the same time, she does have that open heart as needed as well. So really, really beautiful message from the Queen of Swords, always about having those beautiful, healthy boundaries for ourselves. The next card is Judgment. So this is a massive, massive transformation. So I feel like you might be going through, I want to say, a bit of a rebirth at the moment, or coming, from this birthday season. I don't know why I just want to say rebirth. To me, it feels like this Judgment is a rebirth for you. So I'm not sure what that means to you in your life with what's happening now. But the Judgment really calls us to step into our higher gifts as well, and to really transcend the shit and the sludge that's been holding us back, so we can fly. We can literally transcend it and fly, just like what's depicted in the card there. So if you have been feeling quite stuck and heavy and weighed down, this is because of the Judgment card. It's a hard energy to navigate, but once we're through it, we feel so much lighter because we have left that stuff behind that we had to let go of. And things are going to change quite quickly. You've got the Eight of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, so things can change quite quickly from here on in as well, and it can build up momentum and get you there a lot faster. So this is really beautiful energy. If you have been feeling a little bit thick and heavy and deep in it, that it is going to shift. You are through the thick of it now, and things will improve from there. So all the best and happy birthday if you've just had one or about to have one there, Janaea. All the best. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to quickly pull a card for Claire, and then I'm going to do a group message for everyone. So if I haven't got to you yet tonight, please hang around for the group messages and send your intentions to me, and we'll see what comes out on the cards. Okay, so I'm just going to do a really quick little card pull for Claire. So you've got the Moon and the Ace of Cups, so two very Cancer-y feeling cards. The Moon is all about things that are hidden. There might be a bit of darkness, the shadow aspect, and also the divine feminine. So sometimes we can feel very bogged down by emotions, or we can feel like we're on that emotional roller coaster, because the Moon is cyclic and it's always going through those motions within itself. The next card is the Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful new emotional beginning. So if you feel like you have been, I want to say, put through like a washing machine with all this water energy, and you haven't felt much clarity, I would definitely do some grounding to integrate that in. And there is a beautiful new emotional beginning around the corner. This could be a new relationship, friendship, or a new even hobby, or something that brings you that emotional joy to your heart, I want to say as well. Okay, so I love that for you, Claire. Sending you love. And Janaea said, thank you so much. That makes a lot of sense. You're so welcome, my love. So welcome. And let's pull some beautiful energy for all of us that are still hanging around tonight. And what have we got? Okay, so a lot of emotional disappointment going on collectively, guys. If you have been feeling like you've been let down, or things haven't gone your way, or you feel lonely and disillusioned about shit, you are not alone by any means at all. Energy reciprocation is huge at the moment. So this is about going to where you're loved, going to where you're valued. And if you're not feeling it, put your feelers out in a different way. Get a bit creative with the way that you're socializing. If you've been thinking about joining a yoga class, putting it off, maybe give that a go. Obviously, depending on where you are location-wise. Online yoga, connect online if you're not able to physically get out and do these things at the moment. But I feel like you need to broaden your horizons a little bit to shift out of this energy, because otherwise this will become stagnant and it will not be very fun. So all about energetic reciprocation. And if you do feel a bit down in the dumps, look at what you can do for others. Serving others can sometimes bring us so much joy and fulfillment as well. Just make sure who you're serving isn't just take, just having that awareness about that reciprocated energy. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles here, which is, you've got the 6 followed immediately on by the 7. So it's like that reciprocated energy is going to allow you to plant something really beautiful. To me, this feels like it could be a new friendship or relationship, and you're kind of planting that seed, and it's going to grow and blossom into something really, really beautiful. So I love that. And let's pull an affirmation card for us to finish on, to take away as well. Let's have a look. Okay, so drawn to that 7 of Pentacles. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, doubt. I release the need to know all of the answers. So I hope that resonates with you out there, and I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you back here next Monday night. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe to my socials, and do reach out if you're interested in a one-on-one reading with me. I have a very limited amount of full readings available on my website calendar at the moment, but I can always put you on a cancellation list or reach out if you would like some more info. And if I have some more time slots come up, I can certainly try and fit you in where I can. So good night, guys. Much love, and I'll see you back here soon.